Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another Marvel comic review for 2021. As we start off, I am reviewing Moon Knight issue 6, and for starting off with the first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside of the story? So, for this, the answer is a big yes, as we see the character of Moon Knight there, Mark Spector. And, of course, you can see he's a little bit beaten down, and it does actually reflect something that happens inside of the story. I'll now move to showing to the... for the cover, I gave a 7 out of 10. I will now move to show the internal art before we move into the story rating. So let's start off with some of the art around the beginning, then we'll move to the middle, and then finally the end. Alright, at the beginning of this, we've got Mark Spector taking on Zodiac and getting a bit of an arse whooping. I'll now jump to the middle. And this is some of the art around the middle, as I quite enjoy this. And in this little section, we've got Mark Spector sort of like having a look into the past, as well as his connection to Khonshu. And last but not least, some of the art towards the end. For the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I'll now jump into the story. Jumping into first things first. As you know, there are personal things that I enjoy in my storytelling. And one of the first things was, were there any comic references? No, there wasn't, but there was a little bit of help at the start of the story, which was quite alright. Which is sort of like connecting to the first page, which brings you into the story. In regards to time, there was no indication of time. The location is, of course, back at the previous location where we were in the first one, being New York City. The cast of characters consisting of Moon Knight, Reese, Terry, Zodiac, Soldier, the Hunter's Moon, who is also a doctor here that helped Mark Spector out, or Moon Knight out. And last but not least, we had the appearance of Greer. For this story, this sort of feels like the first slip for Jed MacKay, even though it is towards the end of like a very small arc. It's not going to stop me from collecting the series. So overall, this story got a 6.5 out of 10. It was very interesting seeing how this story went. I am looking forward to when the trade paperback arrives for this. I'm glad I let my LCS know that I wanted to get the trade for this, because I did enjoy the first pretty much story for this. I look forward to where the next story will continue in this. So until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.